Imagine you are sitting in your doctor's office. You're there because you've just been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. You're scared, confused, and, more than anything, looking for answers. Your doctor hands you a leaflet with the recommended dietary guidelines. On it, you see familiar recommendations: a diet rich in whole carbohydrates, low in fat, with plenty of fruits. It seems reasonable, right? Now, let's take a step back and examine these recommendations more deeply. Since the 1980s, these dietary guidelines have been promoted as the gold standard for public health. We've been taught to believe that a diet rich in whole grains, fruits, and low-fat products is the key to a long and healthy life. However, since the implementation of these guidelines, rates of diabetes and obesity have skyrocketed. Something isn't right here. Let's explore why. First, consider the influence of the food industry. Large food corporations have a financial interest in maintaining the status quo. Processed products, rich in sugar and refined carbohydrates, are incredibly profitable. And guess what? Many of the dietary advice we follow have been shaped largely by studies funded by these same corporations. These studies often downplay the risks associated with sugar and refined carbohydrate consumption while promoting products that are highly processed and packed with additives. What about government protocols? They are not immune to industry influence. For decades, the food industry has exerted pressure on regulatory bodies to shape dietary guidelines in their favor. Studies that contradict established guidelines are often ignored or marginalized. This creates a vicious cycle. Erroneous guidelines lead to unhealthy food choices, which in turn increase the incidence of type 2 diabetes, creating more dependence on processed foods. The truth is, we've been deceived. We've been led to believe that products like whole grain bread, breakfast cereals, and fruit juices are the foundation of a healthy diet. However, these choices often spike our blood sugar and insulin levels, exacerbating the risk of type 2 diabetes. Let's talk about sugar, for example. It is hidden in many products we consider healthy. Salad dressings, fruit yogurts, even whole grain breads can all contain significant amounts of added sugar. The result? Our bodies are constantly bombarded with glucose, leading to insulin resistance and, eventually, type 2 diabetes. Another example is whole grains. Although they are promoted as healthy, they are still a significant source of carbohydrates. When consumed in excess, they can raise blood sugar levels almost as much as refined grains. Yet, dietary guidelines recommend several daily servings of these foods. So, where does that leave us? We need to question the guidelines we've blindly followed for so long. We need to look at the data, at the science that isn't funded by corporate interests, and make informed choices about our health. It's time to unravel this great illusion and start seeing traditional dietary guidelines for what they really are: a set of rules influenced by commercial interests that do not necessarily reflect what is best for our health. The truth about type 2 diabetes. Let's strip away the confusion and get to the heart of the matter. Type 2 diabetes is a chronic condition that affects the way your body processes blood sugar, or glucose. But what does that really mean, and how does it develop? Imagine your body as a complex, well-coordinated machine. Every part has a role to play, and when one part isn't functioning properly, the whole system can suffer. At the core of this machine is a hormone called insulin, produced by the pancreas. Insulin's primary job is to help glucose enter your cells, where it can be used for energy. Think of insulin as a key that unlocks the doors of your cells, allowing glucose to enter and fuel your body's functions. In a healthy individual, this process works seamlessly. When you eat, your blood sugar levels rise, prompting the pancreas to release insulin. The insulin then facilitates the entry of glucose into your cells, and your blood sugar levels return to normal. It's a beautifully orchestrated dance. However, in someone with type 2 diabetes, this dance is disrupted. Over time, the cells in your body become resistant to insulin. It's as if the locks on your cells' doors have been changed, and the insulin keys no longer fit. The pancreas tries to compensate by producing more insulin, but eventually, it can't keep up. As a result, glucose builds up in the bloodstream, leading to high blood sugar levels. But why does this happen? The development of insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes is influenced by a combination of genetic and lifestyle factors. On one hand, you may have inherited a predisposition to the condition from your family. On the other hand, lifestyle choices such as poor diet, lack of exercise, and obesity play a significant role. Let's break this down further. Your diet, for instance, can have a profound impact on your insulin sensitivity. Diets high in refined sugars and carbohydrates can lead to frequent spikes in blood sugar levels. Over time, your body's cells become less responsive to the constant barrage of insulin, leading to insulin resistance. It's akin to a car alarm going off so often that you eventually start ignoring it. Physical inactivity compounds the problem. Regular exercise helps your body use insulin more efficiently, reducing insulin resistance. When you're sedentary, your muscles, which are major consumers of glucose, aren't utilizing this energy source effectively, contributing to higher blood sugar levels. Obesity is another critical factor. Excess fat, particularly visceral fat stored around your abdominal organs, can produce inflammatory chemicals that further impair insulin signaling. It's like throwing sand into the gears of your body's machinery, making it harder for insulin to do its job. Stress and poor sleep also contribute to the development of type 2 diabetes. Chronic stress elevates levels of cortisol, a hormone that can increase blood sugar levels and promote fat storage. Meanwhile, insufficient sleep disrupts the balance of hunger hormones, leading to overeating and weight gain, both of which exacerbate insulin resistance. Type 2 diabetes doesn't develop overnight. It's a slow, insidious process that can take years to manifest. But the good news is that understanding the mechanisms behind it gives us the power to intervene. By making informed lifestyle changes, we can improve insulin sensitivity and even reverse the condition. How the pharmaceutical industry benefits from keeping patients dependent on medications. Let's lift the veil on one of the most controversial and often hidden aspects of modern healthcare, the role of the pharmaceutical industry in managing type 2 diabetes. This is a tale of profit and dependency, where the lines between patient care and corporate gain blur, often at the expense of true health and well-being. Picture this: you've just been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Your doctor prescribes you a medication to help control your blood sugar levels. It's a common scenario, repeated countless times in clinics and hospitals around the world. You start taking the medication, and for a while, things seem to improve. Your blood sugar levels stabilize, and you feel a sense of relief. But soon, you realize that this medication is not a cure. It's a lifelong commitment, a daily ritual you must follow to keep your condition in check. Now, consider the scale of this situation. The global pharmaceutical industry is a multi-billion-dollar behemoth, with diabetes medications alone accounting for a significant slice of the pie. The development and sale of these drugs are not just about health, they are about massive profits. And here's where it gets troubling: the financial success of these companies depends on a steady stream of patients needing their products. But how did we get here? How did we become so reliant on medications to manage a condition that, in many cases, can be effectively addressed through lifestyle changes? The answer lies in the intricate dance between pharmaceutical companies, regulatory bodies, and healthcare providers. Pharmaceutical companies invest billions into the research and development of new drugs. They fund clinical trials, hire lobbyists, and engage in extensive marketing campaigns. Their goal? To ensure their products are seen as essential, often overshadowing non-pharmacological approaches that could be equally or more effective. Regulatory bodies, while intended to protect public health, are not immune to influence. Pharmaceutical companies often have the resources to navigate and sometimes sway the regulatory process in their favor. They sponsor studies, and in some cases, those studies may be designed to highlight the benefits of their medications while downplaying potential side effects or the effectiveness of alternative treatments. Healthcare providers are also caught in this web. They rely on the information provided by pharmaceutical representatives and peer-reviewed journals, which are frequently funded by the industry. Moreover, in a healthcare system that often prioritizes quick fixes over long-term solutions, prescribing a medication can seem like the most efficient way to manage a patient's condition. But let's not overlook the most crucial element in this equation: you, the patient. You're told that managing your diabetes requires medication. The underlying message is clear: without these drugs, your health will deteriorate. It's a powerful narrative, one that creates a cycle of dependency. Consider the impact of this dependency. Medications for type 2 diabetes, while effective at lowering blood sugar, do not address the root causes of the condition. They don't improve insulin sensitivity or promote weight loss. Instead, they manage symptoms, allowing the underlying issues to persist. As your condition progresses, you might find yourself needing higher doses or additional medications, each one bringing its own set of side effects and complications. This dependency is a boon for pharmaceutical companies. Each prescription filled is a step towards meeting their financial targets. The longer you stay on these medications, the more you contribute to their bottom line. It's a system that thrives on chronic illness, rather than promoting genuine health and recovery. However, there is hope. By understanding the dynamics at play, you can take control of your health. Knowledge is power, and recognizing the influence of the pharmaceutical industry can empower you to seek alternative approaches. Lifestyle changes, dietary adjustments, and natural remedies can play a significant role in managing and even reversing type 2 diabetes. The power of nutrition. Imagine a world where the food you eat can not only sustain you but also heal you. For many people living with type 2 diabetes, this isn't just a dream, it's a reality within reach. The key lies in understanding the profound impact of nutrition on your body and harnessing it to reverse the course of your disease. Sarah Hallberg, a pioneer in the field of diabetes management, has championed a dietary approach that challenges conventional wisdom. She argues that by ignoring outdated guidelines and focusing on the right nutritional strategies, we can turn the tide on type 2 diabetes. First, let's talk about the main villain in the story of type 2 diabetes: carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, especially refined ones, are quickly broken down into glucose in the body, causing spikes in blood sugar levels. Over time, these spikes can lead to insulin resistance, the hallmark of type 2 diabetes. Hallberg's approach emphasizes drastically reducing carbohydrate intake to prevent these spikes and improve insulin sensitivity. Imagine your daily diet as a balance scale. On one side, you have carbohydrates, and on the other, fats and proteins. The standard diet tips the scale heavily towards carbs. But what if we shift the balance? Hallberg suggests a low-carbohydrate, high-fat, LCHF, diet. This means prioritizing healthy fats and proteins while significantly cutting down on carbs. Think about starting your day with a nutrient-dense breakfast that stabilizes your blood sugar rather than spiking it. Instead of a bowl of sugary cereal, imagine having an omelet made with fresh vegetables and avocado, cooked in olive oil. This type of meal keeps you full longer and provides steady energy without the sharp rise and fall in blood sugar levels. Lunch could be a vibrant salad with leafy greens, nuts, seeds, a variety of colorful vegetables, and a protein source like grilled chicken or tofu. Top it off with a rich olive oil dressing. This not only keeps your carb intake low but also fills you up with fiber and essential nutrients. For dinner, think about a plate of salmon, rich in omega-3 fatty acids, accompanied by roasted vegetables and a side of quinoa. These choices ensure you get a balanced mix of nutrients without overloading on carbs. Snacks can also fit into this framework. Instead of reaching for a bag of chips or a sugary treat, consider nuts, seeds, cheese, or even a piece of dark chocolate. These options satisfy your hunger and your cravings without the negative impact on your blood sugar. One of the most powerful aspects of Hallberg's approach is its flexibility and sustainability. Unlike fad diets that are hard to maintain, an LCHF diet can become a lasting lifestyle change. It's about finding foods you enjoy that also support your health goals. But what does science say about this approach? Numerous studies have shown the benefits of low-carbohydrate diets for people with type 2 diabetes. Research indicates that reducing carb intake can lead to significant improvements in blood sugar control, weight loss, and overall metabolic health. In some cases, individuals have been able to reduce or even eliminate their need for diabetes medications. Moreover, focusing on whole, unprocessed foods brings additional health benefits. These foods are packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that support overall well-being. They help reduce inflammation, another key factor in managing diabetes and preventing complications. However, transitioning to a low-carb lifestyle requires planning and adjustment. It's important to understand which foods are high in carbohydrates and find suitable alternatives. Experimenting with recipes and finding new favorites can make this journey enjoyable and rewarding. Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate all carbs but to be mindful of your intake and choose healthier options. By doing so, you're giving your body the tools it needs to heal and thrive. Foods that heal. Imagine walking through a vibrant farmer's market on a sunny day. The stalls are brimming with fresh, colorful produce, and the air is filled with the scent of ripe fruits and vegetables. Each item you pick up has the potential to nourish your body and, for those battling type 2 diabetes, even aid in reversing the condition. Let's explore the healing power of food and highlight some of the most potent allies in your fight against diabetes with a low-carb approach. First on our list are leafy greens. Picture a crisp, green bed of spinach, kale, or Swiss chard. These vegetables are low in carbohydrates and calories but packed with nutrients like fiber, vitamins, and minerals. They are particularly rich in magnesium, which plays a crucial role in glucose metabolism. Adding a generous handful of these greens to your daily diet can help stabilize blood sugar levels and provide a wealth of antioxidants to combat inflammation. Next, let's talk about berries. Imagine a bowl of plump, juicy blueberries, strawberries, or raspberries. These fruits are not only delicious but also low on the glycemic index, meaning they have a minimal impact on blood sugar levels. Berries are high in fiber, vitamins, and powerful antioxidants like anthocyanins, which have been shown to improve insulin sensitivity and reduce the risk of diabetes complications. A serving of berries in your morning smoothie or as a snack can satisfy your sweet tooth while supporting your health. Nuts and seeds are another fantastic option. Almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, or flax seeds. These foods are excellent sources of healthy fats, protein, and fiber. They help slow the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream, preventing spikes in blood sugar levels. Additionally, the omega-3 fatty acids found in walnuts and flax seeds have anti-inflammatory properties, further aiding in diabetes management. A handful of nuts or a sprinkle of seeds on your salad can make a big difference. Now, envision a fillet of salmon sizzling on the grill. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are known to improve insulin sensitivity and reduce inflammation. These fish are also excellent sources of high-quality protein, which helps keep you full and satisfied without causing blood sugar spikes. Including fatty fish in your diet a few times a week can significantly benefit your overall health and diabetes management. Let's not forget about healthy fats. Think of a ripe avocado, creamy and green, ready to be sliced and added to your meal. Avocados are packed with monounsaturated fats, which help improve heart health and insulin sensitivity. They also contain fiber and various vitamins and minerals. Adding avocado to your salads, smoothies, or simply enjoying it on its own can be a delicious way to support your health. When it comes to baking and cooking, there are many low-carb alternatives to traditional flours that can be used to create delicious and diabetes-friendly recipes. Almond flour, peanut flour, and flaxseed meal are excellent options. These flours are not only low in carbohydrates but also high in fiber and healthy fats, making them ideal for maintaining stable blood sugar levels. Imagine making a batch of fluffy almond flour pancakes or a rich, chocolatey peanut flour brownie. These low-carb delights allow you to enjoy your favorite foods without compromising your health. Lastly, let's discuss the magic of spices and herbs. Visualize a vibrant spice rack with turmeric, cinnamon, and ginger. These spices have been used for centuries in traditional medicine for their anti-inflammatory and blood sugar regulating properties. For example, cinnamon can enhance insulin sensitivity and lower blood sugar levels. Turmeric, with its active compound curcumin, has potent anti-inflammatory effects. Ginger helps improve digestion and reduce fasting blood sugar levels. Adding these spices to your dishes can enhance flavor and provide significant health benefits. Incorporating these healing foods into your diet doesn't have to be complicated. Start with small changes, like adding a serving of leafy greens to your meals, snacking on berries, or incorporating nuts into your salads. Experiment with new recipes and discover the delicious ways you can nourish your body and combat type 2 diabetes. The journey to better health begins with the choices you make at each meal, and these foods can be powerful tools in your arsenal. Inspiring accounts of people who reversed their type 2 diabetes through lifestyle changes. Picture yourself at a dinner party, surrounded by friends and family. As the evening unfolds, the conversation shifts to health and wellness. Suddenly, someone shares a story that captures everyone's attention, a story of triumph over type 2 diabetes through sheer willpower and lifestyle changes. These are the stories that inspire us, the real-life examples that show us what's possible when we take control of our health. Meet John. A few years ago, John was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. He was overweight, constantly tired, and felt like he was living in a fog. His doctor prescribed medication and told him to watch his diet, but the traditional guidelines didn't seem to help. John decided to take a different path. He started by cutting out processed foods and sugars, embracing a diet rich in vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. John also incorporated regular exercise into his routine, simple activities like walking and swimming. Within months, he noticed a significant drop in his blood sugar levels. A year later, he was off his medication, had lost 50 pounds, and felt more energetic than ever. John's story is a testament to the power of determination and the right dietary choices. Then there's Maria. Maria's journey began with a visit to her doctor, who warned her that she was on the brink of developing diabetes. Terrified at the prospect of a lifetime of medication, Maria sought out alternatives. She discovered the low-carb, high-fat diet advocated by experts like Sarah Hallberg. Maria swapped out her morning cereal for eggs and avocado, replaced her lunchtime sandwich with a hearty salad, and chose grilled fish and steamed vegetables for dinner. She also started practicing yoga and meditation to manage her stress levels. The results were astonishing. Not only did Maria avoid diabetes, but she also lost weight, improved her cholesterol levels, and felt a renewed sense of vitality. Maria's story shows us that it's never too late to make a change. Let's not forget about Ahmed. Ahmed had struggled with his weight for most of his life, and a type 2 diabetes diagnosis felt like the final blow. Determined not to let the disease control his life, Ahmed sought help from a nutritionist who introduced him to the concept of intermittent fasting combined with a ketogenic diet. Ahmed began eating within an 8-hour window each day, focusing on nutrient-dense foods and eliminating carbs. He started lifting weights and cycling, which he found not only enjoyable but also incredibly effective in building muscle and burning fat. Within 6 months, Ahmed's blood sugar levels were in the normal range, and he had shed over 60 pounds. Ahmed's transformation is a powerful reminder that with the right guidance and persistence, reversing diabetes is achievable. Then there's Lisa. Lisa's story is particularly touching. As a mother of 2 young children, she was devastated by her diabetes diagnosis. She worried about her future and how her health would impact her family. Determined to be there for her kids, Lisa immersed herself in research and discovered the benefits of a plant-based diet. She eliminated animal products and processed foods, focusing on whole grains, legumes, fruits, and vegetables. Lisa also made it a family affair, involving her children in meal planning and preparation. The changes were dramatic. Not only did Lisa reverse her diabetes, but she also instilled healthy eating habits in her children, ensuring a healthier future for them as well. Lisa's journey highlights the profound impact of dietary choices on personal and familial health. Lastly, meet Carlos. Carlos had been on diabetes medication for over a decade and felt resigned to his fate. That was until he attended a seminar on diabetes management that changed his perspective. Inspired by what he learned, Carlos decided to take action. He gradually reduced his carb intake, increased his physical activity, and focused on whole, unprocessed foods. He joined a local support group, where he found encouragement and accountability. Over time, Carlos was able to reduce his medication and eventually, with his doctor's guidance, stopped it altogether. He lost weight, gained energy, and felt a new lease on life. Carlos's story is a beacon of hope for anyone feeling trapped by their diagnosis. These stories are not just anecdotes, they are living proof of what is possible. Each person faced their own set of challenges and found a way to overcome them. Their journeys were marked by setbacks and triumphs, but ultimately, they all reached a place of health and empowerment. As you listen to these stories, remember that the path to reversing type 2 diabetes is personal and unique. What worked for John, Maria, Ahmed, Lisa, and Carlos might be different from what works for you. But the common thread is clear: with knowledge, determination, and the right support, you too can transform your health and reclaim your life. Path to a healthy future: how to gradually implement these changes and monitor the results. You've heard the stories, you've seen the science, and now it's time to embark on your own journey to better health. The idea of making significant lifestyle changes can be daunting, but remember, every great journey begins with a single step. Start by setting realistic and achievable goals. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the prospect of overhauling your diet and exercise routines all at once. Instead, break it down into manageable steps. Begin with small, specific changes that are easy to incorporate into your daily life. For instance, you might decide to cut out sugary drinks and replace them with water or herbal tea. This single change can have a profound impact on your blood sugar levels and overall health. Next, take a closer look at your pantry and fridge. Gradually replace processed and high-carb foods with healthier alternatives. Swap out white bread for whole grain options, replace sugary snacks with nuts or fresh fruit, and incorporate more vegetables into your meals. Don't feel like you have to do it all at once. Each time you go grocery shopping, aim to add a few more healthy items to your cart while phasing out the less healthy ones. Meal planning can be a game changer. Spend some time each week planning your meals and snacks. This helps you make more thoughtful choices and reduces the likelihood of reaching for convenience foods when you're hungry. Try preparing large batches of healthy meals that you can freeze and reheat throughout the week. This not only saves time but also ensures you always have a nutritious option on hand. Incorporate regular physical activity into your routine. Start small if you're new to exercise. Even a daily 15-minute walk can make a difference. Gradually increase the duration and intensity of your workouts as you build endurance and confidence. Find activities you enjoy, whether it's dancing, swimming, or hiking. The goal is to make exercise a fun and regular part of your life. Monitoring your progress is crucial. Keep a journal to track your food intake, physical activity, and how you feel each day. This can help you identify patterns and see the positive changes over time. You might also want to track your blood sugar levels and weight to monitor the direct impact of your lifestyle changes. Regular check-ins with your healthcare provider can provide additional insights and support. Another powerful tool is to find a support system. Whether it's a friend, family member, or a support group, having someone to share your journey with can provide motivation and accountability. Share your goals and progress, celebrate your successes, and lean on each other during challenging times. It's also important to be patient and kind to yourself. Change doesn't happen overnight, and there will be setbacks along the way. Instead of viewing these as failures, see them as opportunities to learn and adjust. If you have a day where you slip back into old habits, don't be discouraged. Reflect on what triggered it and plan how to handle it differently next time. Remember, consistency over perfection is key. As you make these changes, you'll likely notice improvements in your energy levels, mood, and overall well-being. These positive reinforcements can help keep you motivated and committed to your new lifestyle. Additionally, celebrate the non-scale victories, like having more stamina, sleeping better, or feeling more confident in your choices. Another essential aspect is to stay informed and keep learning. Nutrition and health are fields that constantly evolve. New research can provide fresh insights and better strategies to manage and reverse type 2 diabetes. Stay curious and open to adjusting your approach as you gain more knowledge. Lastly, visualize your long-term goals. Think about how these changes will impact your future. Envision yourself healthier, more energetic, and free from the limitations that diabetes can impose. This vision can serve as a powerful motivator, especially during the more challenging moments of your journey. In conclusion, the path to a healthier future is a marathon, not a sprint. By taking gradual, consistent steps, monitoring your progress, and staying committed, you can make lasting changes that not only reverse type 2 diabetes but also enhance your overall quality of life. Embrace this journey with an open heart and a determined spirit, and you will discover the incredible potential within you to achieve a vibrant and healthy future.